All right, so Akita here. MidJourney is free. MidJourney is free. MidJourney, the image generator, the OG image generator, from whence a lot of this AR image generating capabilities, like it seemed like they were like the OG, the original ones, and they've never been really free. I think they were free for a hot second, they weren't again, but now it is free. Now, how long it's going to be free, I have no clue. Like, seriously. Right now, if you go to Meta.AI and you go in there, you're going to see like an actual interface like this. I'm going to walk you through everything. And honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to it when I first heard about it maybe a month ago through the grapevine. But I've noticed like recently there's been people in my group who really like they may have invested in Galaxy AI or in, you know, other different types of image generators. But I do share SREF style reference codes. And for those who don't know what those are, I'll just show you really, really quickly over here. This is the MidJourney interface. And notice over here how like this right here has like the little aspect ratio 3:4. So it's like 3:4 aspect ratio. And then where it says style right here, dash dash or hyphen hyphen SREF. And then there's this number. This number is what dictates this style to look the way that it is. So we have here a girl having a cup of tea, aspect ratio this, style. So it's basically just like me or you, if you're using it, telling MidJourney, hey, I want the girl who's drinking tea to look like this as opposed to like that. Now, I was not certain if like this actual free version was going to be like letting people use SREFs, but apparently it does. It doesn't do everything that MidJourney does, but it's enough for the people who I actually have in my group and that might be in my membership. It's enough of a oomph in there for them to go ahead and try out some SREFs and just kind of like, you know, play around with it. It wouldn't be a bad idea for some to kind of test it out, like if they really like MidJourney to a certain extent on Meta.AI, and then if they really, really, really like it and they want to go ahead and get to know some of the other features and things like that, they can go ahead and like purchase the actual MidJourney. But for now, they can, you know, folks can rock and roll out with this. So let me walk you through this because it's like Meta.AI right now is actually, don't move my head, is actually, there's MidJourney in here going on behind the scenes. The engine is running on MidJourney, but also Flux, which is a video. Is it Flux 1. Flux 2? It's all I know is that it's running on Flux, and so that's a video image generator that can also animate your images, which is something that happens in MidJourney too. So Meta's up here trying to get a piece of that, and you know I'm here for it. Why not? And it's all free for the moment. At the time of the filming of this video, it's all free. So on the left-hand side, you have some stuff over here. You have your chat history. You also have up here where you can click new chat, and then this will pop up and you can ask it anything. It also works like a regular kind of a chat GPT. I don't know if it's as good. I didn't test that as thoroughly. I'm just basically focusing on the MidJourney and the Flux. I'm like, MidJourney, woo, let's see how far this can go. So it's going to go ahead and give you some options. You can go ahead and dictate stuff to it. Say, hey, let me hit this little microphone. Let's go ahead and speak out a prompt or whatever. You can have it talk to you, all that kind of good stuff. You can search out different images or conversations that you've had. That's also a possibility. Over here where it says vibes, this lets you know or gives you kind of like the platform, oh my gosh, of the different videos that you can that people have created. So it's not unlike, I don't know, like Sora and some of the other different AI image models or video models that kind of give you like a little teaser of what some people have done. This is pretty daggone cool. I'm not gonna lie. Then we got Elf on the Shelf with like the gold chain. Go you, Elf on the Shelf. All right, now over here, create is literally like that's the image portion. Let's just start with that and work with that. So if you click create and you see here what I've already put, you have, you know, your capabilities. So you can create a video or an image. We're just going to stick with image for right now. And then you can choose your aspect ratio, and then you can go ahead and do aesthetics. So over here, where it says style reference seed, you can go ahead and put your SREF there if you want to go ahead and do an SREF. Style reference to where you want it to follow a style. And there's like 1 to 4 billion different SREFs that are out there that people are just discovering every day, to be completely honest. You can just put any kind of like whatever in here, any kind of number, and then just go ahead and put, I don't know, let's say girl holding a teddy bear. Let's do that. with this particular, and I have no clue what this is going to go to. Hopefully it's not going to be anything horrific. But then you can go ahead and hit send. Or if you want it to, you can go ahead and click this right here and then do like a style reference, like have an image that you want to kind of incorporate with it. I'm just going to go ahead and just rock this out as is. Go ahead and hit send. And I have no clue what this SREF is going to do or what the style is going to be. But that's going to go ahead and generate, and like it's basically going to be good to go. Now, oh, that's not bad. That's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of digging that. Little girl with, yeah, see, I mean, you can just literally just try out random SREFs and just see what pops up. But that being said, if you click on an image, you'll see over here on the right hand side, you can download the image. It'll show you what your actual prompt is. You can restyle the image if you want. So, or you can edit the image. So you might put, the girl is wearing a fedora, like a type of hat. And then it's going to go ahead and regenerate the images on the left-hand side. You can also go ahead and do a restyle, like if you wanted to have more of an illustrated look or something of that nature. That was pretty daggone fast. Okay, so that's just for this girl right here. I'm going to click on the actual generated image, and boom, she has a hat on. Boom, looking good. Did it do the other? No, it didn't do the other ones, but it did do her. And that's where the actual editing went to. See, there's some stuff here that's not quite, it throws me off a little bit because it's not MidJourney and that's what I'm used to. But if you're not used to MidJourney and you're kind of like, I just want to test it out and see what I'm feeling here, boom, you're good to go. We can restyle according to what's right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click goth and let it generate and just see what it does. But you can also animate the image too, or custom animate. Now, if you do regular animate, it's going to do pretty much whatever it wants. If you custom animate, you can go ahead and tell it what to do. But let me click over here, grab that image, and now we have more of a goth look. So you definitely do have options here in terms of what you can do and how you can go about, actually manipulating the image. These little fedora ones are crazy cute though. That's kind of nice. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. Different types of hats, different types of fedoras. Love it. All right, so let's go ahead and just do custom animate here. Have the girl give the bear a squeeze. I'm gonna say have the girl smile. I'm totally misspelling stuff. And give the bear I'm gonna say hug because I may not know what I mean by squeeze. You can add music if you want to. If you click add music, it has trending stuff. It has stuff that you have saved your own music or saved. You know what? It may not actually be your own music. It might just be whatever's actually here. I think this is the saved. Let's see the Beatles one. Let me just test that. Yeah, there you go. It's within there. I'm not certain if you can actually upload. That might be an option for you, but for now I'm not going to upload music. I just want to let it ride as such. And let's go ahead and click animate. And over here, it's generating the video. And as you can see, it's doing what it needs to do. Awesome, right? Okay, so that's doing that. I'm going to let it go ahead and ride as such. And once again, lots of customization that you can do. I'm going to click on the video. What are you doing, my friend? I think this, oh, no, here it is. You can typically tell when it's loading because it has like this kind of psychedelic. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's giving it a hug and a kiss. I didn't even ask for that. Oh, that's cute with her fedora. Stop frowning. Smile, baby, smile. There you go. All right. So if you want to star that, you can. If you want to hit the 3 dots and say, hey, good result or like completely lame result, you can do that. Certainly an option. Now, if you favorited it, you can go ahead over here and hit view library and it'll actually show you what you did for favorites and so forth. But you see everything that we've generated in the library version. You have like the initial one of the initial parts of images that we actually generated with the girl with a random SREF. And then you have over here like the goth with the restyle, and then we have the video over here. And if you hover, oh look, she did a little rock. So that's cute. You can do a lot with this. Post it to your Facebook group, post it to your Instagram, add a caption with it, something of that nature. It's all good. Now, SREFs. Let's go ahead and discuss that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this one I did, an ancient temple in Japan, Edo period. Here's the SREF, right? So this is looking crazy cool. It's looking awesome. And the SREF, when generated, was going to have this actual style. So I wanted to go ahead and compare, okay, so like what's up with MidJourney? How closely it like MidJourney, like is it, right? So over here, I just did some experimentation because why not? And like, look, I'm gonna zoom in just so everyone knows what's up. It's not gonna let me zoom in. See, there goes that daggone effect. Okay, anyway, but like, look, same SREF, same one, no difference. It looks exactly the same, exactly the same. Black mother and daughter with this particular SREF, same exact thing. Look, exactly the same. I mean, it came out like it was like the whole actual prompt was a black mother and a daughter walking through a garden. Kind of reminded me of my child, but it looks the same, right? So MidJourney is cooking up with this. MidJourney is cooking within Meta.AI. It's doing its thing. Now I will say this, sometimes you'll end up with like kind of like a little bit quirky sort of thing where, like in this case, it looks like realistic type things. That even happens in MidJourney. Sometimes that's just a quirk of the SREF and where certain things just pop up. Nothing wrong with that, completely normal. We had here a girl with curly hair on a bench. Super duper cute with daisies around her, with daisies. Over here, if I can find it, same exact thing. Uncannily, I can't talk right now. Very, very similar. Let's do that so I'm not jacking that up. So, you know, you have that. Then over here, now here's one thing we need to be aware of, and this was kind of like it rocked my world. Not in a good way. It just kind of made me aware of something that over here we have a girl having a cup of tea, and there's actually, let me click on her. I have the SREF set. Now, if I type, oh, here's something else you might need to know. If you type the SREF here in the actual chat box, it will pop up like here in the prompt. But if you do it in aesthetics, it won't necessarily pop up like right here. So I have a girl having a cup of tea. You would think I don't have an SREF with it, but I do, because what I ended up doing was actually putting it into the aesthetic portion. Let me hit create. I put it right here for aesthetics. And you can mess around with this, with the weirdness, with the variety, all that kind of good stuff, but I put it in here. This is actually like the other one that I was generating, but it's all good. So let me go back just to show you. So girl having a cup of tea. Boom, here you go. There's the SREF. I did the same thing in MidJourney, and this is what it gave me, right? So this is very different from this versus like this right here. And that tells me that the SREF doesn't always talk nicely. Like, so there's some kind of a glitch or something in there. But I did 7 or 8, like 15, no, more than that, more generations than that. I just kind of ended up deleting some just because I wanted to leave more room in my history. But I did a lot of generations, and it was very much spot on with the SREFs and so forth. So I think it's a viable option for anyone who wants to go ahead and try out MidJourney, see what it looks like, and see what you can do with it, and see if it can be of use to you while it's still free. I don't think that it's going to be free forever. That's just my gut, my gut feeling. But you can play around with it and have fun, and you know, get some cool content made for your books, your websites, your blog posts, your Facebook groups, and all that other kind of good stuff. All right, that is it for me. If you're enjoying the learning, the teaching, if you're picking up what I'm throwing down, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, all the kind of good stuff. And you enjoy, do something epic, make something epic, and then come back and show me. I love seeing when people make stuff. It just makes me feel happy. All right, it's my love language. Take care. Bye-bye.